Good morning. I love you all. I just want to share with you my notes that I'm getting from the deep down revelations that I'm getting every day from fasting. And I really did this because I'm like, look, you know what? I'm at the end of the line. My body was telling me a message of, look, we don't want to keep living this way. This is not the meaningful life that we really want. And I had to really put my body to the edge and for it to reveal to me its secrets of what it really wants for itself. And I had an amazing person around me that I get to share my findings with. And these are some of my findings I have right now that I want to share with you. So here I found on the word agony, and it's amazing because this discomfort that we have learned to eliminate from our lives, and we spend our entire lives eliminating the discomforts in our lives. While the discomforts are actually our friends, they are our messengers. And to be well, we need to hear what they have to say. Never ignore a feeling that's uncomfortable. Let it guide you with its wisdom to how you could have a better life and improve on it and be fit for it. So you're going to get to exercise yourself for it. So agony is the opposite of wellness. Agony is a huge amount of distress that you feel mentally and physically, while wellness is the state of being physically and mentally whole and in good health with it, meaning like we could measure that physically and mentally you're doing better. Hi, Alex. That's my love. Wholeness. What is wholeness? We have a few definitions here. The first one is wholeness is a state of forming a complete and harmonious whole, a unity. So, a complete and harmonious unity. That means it's not just physical health. I'm going to do stuff, and then I'm going to do stuff for my mental health. Then I'm going to do stuff for my emotional health. Then I'm going to do stuff for my relational health. I'm going to do stuff for my existential health. It's like I'm going to be me as a whole. Thank you. He agrees. So it's about me being me as a whole in every one of those different departments of my life. My wholeness is there with me. And it's when I am divided from myself and my full presence is not there that I hurt myself and I'm not really connected with others. So I need all of me to be able to connect with others. And that's the fitness we need to develop in our lives. Another one that they mention is the state of being unbroken or undamaged. Yes, when things get hurtful, we have learned real young to disassociate. We allow our minds to go elsewhere than what we're physically doing, but we don't realize that this is not being able to cope with the reality that we're going through. That is a childish way of being able to go through things, and we need to learn to mature to bring our presence together to be like, how can I best deal with this as a whole? Like everything in me could be used to serve me at this present moment if I have exercised that. When I exercise myself at the gym, is to allow myself to put under pressure all of the things I've learned about my posture, about my breathing, about the health of my shoulders, my back, my legs, every alignment in my body. And then I'm putting those things under pressure to make sure that they are unbroken. My mental well-being, am I well as I'm training while I have a weight that could make me feel like I'm suffering and I need to just maybe disconnect and put music to just get through it? No, I want to be all there. I even try to add audible books into my trainings so I could actually hear and learn as I'm training. But sometimes there's some zones of focus where I don't get something properly, and I just go in my break, on my rest period, and I just rewind it and I re-listen to it again. So I'm really re-educating my entire body as a whole to perform through life because I understand the challenges of life, and it's to make sure that you could respond with your intelligence and not just react with the hate that you're perceiving coming from the other, and you're not seeing that in reality. If your whole presence was there, you'd realize that, hey, you know what? I'm undamaged. I'm unbroken by the words that they're trying to say. I'm seeing that there's someone really hurt that's in front of me. Let me go take care of this person that's hurt by asking them the real questions and allow them to be able to address what really needs to be addressed at this present moment. So being unbroken is really the power of not being disassociated under pressure. That's freaking amazing. I love this. And the last definition of wholeness is good physical or mental health. Oh my goodness, they're saying it directly now. Good physical and mental health. And that is really close to the definition of wellness, which we'll be covering soon. So, what do you think about wholeness? Is this something that you really want from yourself? And how about if we try to give ourselves a last description of it that comes from, the love of my life also, I hope Alex won't hear that. Carl C. Jung, he gives a psychological analysis of what it is. And he says wholeness is a state in which the consciousness and the unconscious work together in harmony. Yes, well, we're talking about mental health, right? And what's unconscious? Well, look, conscious is what you're aware of, and your unconscious is what influences your thoughts and your actions that you're less aware of, but it's equally still part of you. So when the unconscious processes and the conscious ones are working together in harmony, that is what you call wholeness. And in terms of individuation, which is that process of making yourself whole, where the goal is a vital connection to the self, Jung contrasted wholeness with the conflicting desire to become perfect. Yes, meaning being whole is being who you really are. Being perfect almost comes close to dying to project an image that will be acceptable to the eyes and the perception of others. And that's when you create yourself a greater shadow, meaning there's a greater amount of who you are that you're repressing because that is not deemed worthy to the eyes of the people. It's like people like to see things in concrete cookie cutter forms. Like, I mean, everything is like cut in very clear things. There's this thing only, this thing there. There's no harmony in them. It's just you're this or you're that. Are you here or you're here? It's like there's like labels. So when we feel like there's aspects of ourselves that don't fit in those labels, we deem that they're useless, so that we start repressing them. But anything that you repress from yourself is going to seek an exterior expression. And then if it doesn't get to do it, it's going to explode out of you. And it's going to explode sometimes out of anger, or it's going to explode in a way of dangerous fun. Like, I'm really saying it, dangerous fun entertainment. Or it could be done in mindless, like shopping. It's going to be done in any form, shape, or form that you might not recognize unless you're aware of it from the beginning. And that is just what I feel like is so amazing to keep talking about. Let's talk about more how it is to be well, what it feels like, what it looks like to be well. Please, if there's anything that you want to add to this, this is what I want to be spending the rest of my life doing, because the rate of suicide is increasing, and especially with the people of the age group of 15 years old to 24 years old. So there's something happening here where they feel it's better for them to not exist. So why don't we spend more time understanding why we really want to exist and why we get to exist, and live a legacy, live something that is going to have a profound impact in other people's lives, where we're always living in them with the way that we lived our life. And we were not fake. We were not trying to act perfect. We were just being ourselves and get really good at it, getting fit at being ourselves. So I thank you all for listening to this today. I wish you a wonderful day. And next topic, we're going to touch about wellness. Take care, everyone. Thank you. Please subscribe. I mean, I'm new at this. Please subscribe and what's it called again? Share this. Subscribe, share, and we'll make sure that we could bring you better content with the examples of what it looks like with my food, with my nutritional strategies, with my exercise strategies, sleep strategies, relationship, any problem that you feel is affecting your wholeness, then let's do it. So take care, everyone.